Hey, I didn't do my countdown today. Do y'all want to see it? I like it. Let's go for Here I am again. Welcome to Walk With Me Wednesday. I am Terry at My Terrific Life, and I'm glad y'all could join me today. We are finally going to walk part of the Mulligan Mile here in Tiny Town. Um, so, hope you can join me. I am sorry that I wasn't able to do a live stream yesterday. Life happens, and I was taking care of some situations. So, it was just easier for me not to go live yesterday. I've also decided, while I'm on that topic, I've decided instead of trying to stress myself out, because that is not my life now, life gives you enough stresses just on its own. So why add to it? Today is going to be my final live stream for August. Remember, I'm traveling this weekend and I was going to take you guys out of town with me. And I still might do an impromptu live while I'm on the road, but I don't want to promise that I'm going to do my regular live to you guys and not do it. So we're going to consider this the last live stream for August, okay? So, yeah, you ready to start walking? Let's walk and talk. It is a gorgeous day here in Tennessee. How you doing? I'm not talking to myself. I'm talking on the phone. Yeah. Oh, but yeah, it's a gorgeous day here in East Tennessee. It was gorgeous yesterday. I mean, if it would stay like this, it would be perfect. How's the weather in your area? Is it cooler? Did it cool down for you guys this week too? Like our high is 77 degrees today. Yeah, perfect. Like I have on my little sweatshirt, which I usually have to put on in the house because I'm cold with the air conditioner. But I turn the air conditioner off, and I'm old school. I like turning on a box fan and putting it in my window and letting fresh air come in. Oh my goodness, I love it, love it, love it. Back here, where I'm walking right now, as you can see, it's kind of shaded, so it makes it perfect. Ah, the breeze is amazing. The breeze is amazing. I didn't put any scripted um, questions in today because it's just easier not to when I'm on my phone like this. And I figure it's easier for me to walk and just talk, and we can talk about whatever we want to. Are you all doing your motion today too? What kind of moving are you doing today? On Wednesdays, I double dip. I do my walking and I also teach dance. So I'm double dipping on my movement today. I'm also piddling around my place. I brought some more things in from my storage unit, and I'm trying to figure out how I want to utilize them. It's organizational things. So I'm just trying to figure out how I want to do them. It's so cool. Everybody's working out in their yards today or walking their dogs. Because, like I said, it is gorgeous here right now. Gorgeous. Next time I get in a little shaded spot, I'm going to uh, check out my chat. But y'all talk amongst yourselves while you're in. in the sun. Actually, this sweatshirt feels a little hot. I'm going down here and be nosy. I haven't been down this way in a while. I'm gonna go down here and then we'll turn around with it. But yeah, I just made that executive decision. One thing, doing this channel has taught me to really think through what I want, what I want the channel to be about, how I want the channel to feel, and all that. So, oh, I'm surprised they're not out on their porch today. When I say this house is gorgeous, how they've made their landscaping, it is beautiful. It is so pretty. And that's right, you can't walk all the way through here. This is a dead end. I love this place too that's behind me because it has a gorgeous copper roof. Yeah. But I wish you could see the landscaping at this tiny. They have done such a fantastic job. Um, I don't know if you can see it a little bit. But yeah, that's the kind of autonomy you can have here in Tiny Town, depending on your lot size. I mean, that is simply gorgeous. It is gorgeous. I mean, it looks like a professional landscaper did it, and maybe the ones that live here are. Because when I say they've put their stuff together, they have put their stuff together. Anyway, I'm excited. I can't wait to do that. I in the tiny that I'm in now, and I know this is not Tiny Talk Tuesday, but y'all miss Tiny Talk Tuesday, so why don't we talk about it while I'm walking, right? In the tiny that I am now, do I want to go down that way? No, I don't. Okay. In the tiny that I have now, I have a little bit more flexibility, and she's like, yeah, do what you want. So I can't wait for the mums to come. Not mums. Is it mums? What's the flower that we, yeah, the mums come out for the fall? Because I brought my clay pots out of storage. I'm going to put mums down the steps. I'm already planning out. So up here, um, in Tiny Town for Halloween, it's a big ordeal. I mean, big ordeal. Like the first year, I think they said they had about 1,500 people. In the second year, which is the year I came, they had to have had over 3,000 people. 3,000. Like our whole main street out here was filled with cars. I think they had to have the police kind of control traffic and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I'm already pre planning my fall. I'm like, I feel like I just moved in. Now I'm ready to change seasonally. I know I have some things in my storage that I can use, but I also saw some cute things at the stores recently that are just adorable and inexpensive. So I've just got to figure out what I want. And just like, I don't know if you can see some of the stuff behind me, but people have done such good jobs in their yards up here, and the flowers are blooming. And it's just like a gorgeous August day, I guess. This is a little creek that I'm about to walk by. Um, I need to put some of that footage from how it looked in the winter because it was beautiful when the snow was falling and the creek had water flowing through. Right now, it looked like the creek was a little dry. I'm surprised because for a while, oh, I like her lights. Those are cute. I also get ideas as I walk around. For a while, it was so much rain, we had a lot of water in these creeks. It was very muddy. Oh, now that's an idea. I'm also trying to figure out an inexpensive way to make my outside space really cute. Because I love, especially at days like this, to sit outside. Like I said, I had some things that I had to deal with earlier this week. And oh, and this is Lou Ann's. I don't know if you can see her beautiful porch. I don't think she minds me showing her tiny because she's all over YouTube with her tiny. And it's so cute. But anyway, I had to yesterday just take some time to myself and go smoke a cigar and be outside in the sunshine. And when I say that helped, man, that changed my total disposition. Oh, look at the little fence. I have not walked back on this street for a minute. I've walked some of the other paths, but I have not walked this one for a while. And people have done things this summer, made things so cute. Yeah, I've been trying to figure out how to make an impromptu. Now, I love their outside. Their inside's not that big, and they're not here, and they've been featured on YouTube. I'm only showing you the houses that I know have been featured before. I don't know if you can see it, but their backyard looks so cute. And he is a builder, so he knows how to build a lot of those structures and enhance their living space. Oh, I wonder what they're putting there. They cut down some trees. Cool, cool. So, yeah, it's just a gorgeous day. I can't stay inside. The sun is calling me. So we meet again, making our loop, right?
Yeah, and then maybe a nap.
Oh, but yeah, I get to see the different choices of house color people have because I'm kind of torn on the color I want to use. I need to start my storyboard. I have my original storyboard, but I've already changed. After being in a tiny um, and seeing exactly how to function in one, I am learning to adjust and readjust. Oh, man, I still love that copper roof though. I'm tempted. I either want a brown roof or a copper roof. Ooh, what are they doing over here? Are they going to do a fire pit? Oh, this is dope. Oh, I love what they're about to do. It's going to be gorgeous. Like, they're doing like some serious professional landscaping over here because the whole premise of living tiny. So I guess we are going to have like a tiny talk Tuesday on a walking Wednesday. The premise of tiny living is not to just stay inside all the time. It's to be busy. That's why I really wanted to adapt this lifestyle, and I feel like I have. She must be out of town. I haven't seen her in a while. But yeah, let me step in here in the shade a little bit and check my chat. On my phone, I still have to figure out what is what. Where's my chat? Oh, there it is. All right. Who's on here today? Oh, just got off from work. Hi, Thomas. Welcome. Hey, Dennis, you're at the community center. You working? You're walking there. Good job on moving. Good job on moving. So, guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, ooh, looks like they have two. Ah, they took those out of the ground. Well, anyway, hey Thomas. I don't know if you're still on here, but have you ever thought about going tiny? That would be something to me, you would work well in a tiny community like this. But anyway, I digress. Let's keep walking. I don't want to go back in the very back because the trees are really overgrown. It might not be too bad today because, like I said, it's a little bit cooler. So the buggy boos aren't as bad. And I am covered. I have my leggings on and my sweatshirt on. I can almost take the sweatshirt off. But, yeah, I'll keep it on. If I work up a little sweat, that's perfect. That is perfect. So, if you are working on your movement today, we know Dennis is at the community center. He is probably on the treadmill or the elliptical or something like that because he's working on his movement. And I hope I've inspired those of you in the audience to work on your movement even if it's functional movement. So I talked to a gentleman yesterday when I was smoking my cigar. He sat down right before I left. And it's funny because he eats similar to the way I do, not quite exactly. I love that little pagoda back there. That's so cute. Anyway, he eats almost like I do. But we were talking about movement and we were talking about functional movement. And he was saying he had lost like 200 and something pounds and has like another 150 or something to go. So my watch keeps telling me, reminding me, it looks like you're walking. No kidding. Anyway, um, we were talking about functional movement, and he said when he would go work out at the gym, it seemed like it would stall him. But if he just made sure he was moving every day functionally, like just a casual walk like I'm doing now. I'm not doing a race walk. I'm not trying to get out of breath. I'm not trying to do any of those things. I am just enjoying today's weather and looking at all the progress people have made in their yards this summer. Like I said, I've driven by on these streets, and I've actually walked down this one recently, but I hadn't noticed half of this stuff. It takes walking a couple of times, I guess, to really notice things. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh, functional movement. Hey, oh, okay, they're in town. They were just out shopping. The one that had the beautiful yard, I said that her husband's a builder. Yeah. So anyway, um, yeah, functional movement. Functional movement seems to just work for me. Like, when I'm going to the grocery store, picking up my packages several times. Like I mentioned the other day, going to a public bathroom. I'm not sitting on those toilets. So that's when I can practice my squatting. You can actually practice your squatting uh, at home. You just go up and down after you do your business. And there you go. You strengthen your legs. This is the other part I love about here is you see your neighbor and you talk and you chat and all that thing. Hi.
I'll throw it in your truck. You might as well take it.
Well, if you're going to hand out money, I'll take it then. Right? Oh, and everybody's so sweet here. They're so sweet. Like, the one lady must have done something for the other lady, and she's trying to pay her for it. And she's like, no, I'm not taking that. No. And that's how our neighbors are. For the most part. I mean, of course, you're going to have sour pussies everywhere. But here, for the most part, we're all in the same mindset. We're trying to live our best life and reduce our footprints. And when you hear a car come in, you have to look around and make sure. Although our speed limit says 5, can you see it? And we'll have signs around saying pedestrian and pets, slow down. But yeah, everybody's so kind here, and neighbors just do things because they're neighbors. And I have been missing that. I grew up in a neighborhood like that. We just did things for each other, and it was just so nice. So nice. So to be back in a community like that again, it's been real nice. See, here's a friend of mine that's working out in her yard, and it looks so good. It looks good, girl. Hi. I'm good. How are you? Huh? I know, no, I get it. And I'm on my live stream, but I saw your yard. I won't show you. But I saw your yard. And I'm like, it's so cute. Yeah. Can I show your flowers though? Sure. Okay. See, look how beautiful her flowers are. And she's working so diligently on the see that's the hydrangeas, right? Um, they're dwarf hydrangeas. Okay. Oh, dwarf ones. Okay. I have to fix this one. Yeah, yeah, but still, it looks so pretty. Okay. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. I saw it the other night when I walked down to Roberts, and I was like, "Ooh, she's done something different over here."
Yeah, I like purple, and I just decided to put those in.
Well, and that helps. That's like a pop of color, and it goes good against the purple. So
And it's fall color.
yeah, and it feels like fall. I'm loving it.
And
I'm
you're
loving
not
it.
the bugbear, so hurry up and get in.
I know, right? Well,
Absolutely.
I'm gonna let you
All
continue.
right.
I was just telling my audience that I can't wait. I brought my clay pots
Oh.
out of storage, so when the mums come in, I'm gonna
Oh
put that
yeah.
down the steps, and then maybe make just little. I mean, because it's still renting. But she said I don't care, make it pretty.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
It's only adding to the value of a property.
that's true. That's true. And I can take it with me.
There you go. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Portable plant.
that part. That part.
Yes.
Have a good one. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. The neighbors are so sweet and kind, and she's one of the ladies that her neighbor across the way will have a bonfire. Well, sit out and we'll grill brats and chat and talk, and yeah. Now here's the one with a little bitty screen or glassed in porch. I know I can show hers because she was featured on YouTube. Like I said, I'm only showing the ones that were featured on YouTube. And here's Robert. This is the one that did that magnificent deck. And he has all his screens and stuff. That's where we play cards. Yeah. And he also has a YouTube channel, so he's showing his stuff. But yeah, this is the part I like. And the fact that I live here, I have the opportunity. Hi! I have the opportunity to. Oh, look, what are they doing? Oh, cool. Everybody's doing so much stuff out here. But yeah, I get the opportunity to walk, and I can choose to be in nature, or I can walk on what's considered, like, this is more considered a city street, even though it's a gravel road. But this section that I'm in right now is considered to be modeled more for, like, if you lived in the inner city, where the houses are a little bit closer together. Where I started is the forest. They call it the enchanted forest, and that's why you saw so much greenery and things like that back there. Uh, where here is not as much, so you kind of have to really be creative with your yard space and make it work. You know what? I'm gonna find me some astroturf. I think that's what I'm gonna put down, and a tent and some chairs. And if I can get some help getting my fire pit out of storage, I might make me a cozy little fall space doing that in the next couple of weeks. Yeah, and some lights. Walking around has really helped give me some ideas of what I can do inexpensively and temporarily. So, again, guys, see how creative your mind can be to me when you're moving, no matter what type of movement, what kind of, if you're doing stretches, it kind of clears your mind. It kind of helps you get rid of that brain fog, right? We're going to go down my old street. I used to live on this street. This is where I've met most of the folks. And I pretty much know somebody in every subdivision because that's me and I get around. But I consider this my home street because this is the street that embraced me first. Oh, somebody's fixing bacon. Oh my goodness. I have not eaten and it smells good. But yeah, everybody's got stuff going on and they're doing construction or they're doing something to fix up their place, which is so cool. which is so cool. This is another one that's gorgeous. I think she's sold hers. This is Carrie's, and she's been featured on YouTube as well. I don't know if you can see her porch, but just gorgeous. She is so creative with her ideas. And Michelle, like I can name just about everybody on this street. And yes, I'm going to give you a real quick glimpse of one of my most devoted YouTube viewers that's watching. I am walking by your place, Dennis. Oh, we're going to see Dennis's place. Ah, that's his beautiful deck right there. See it? All right. He's not featured on YouTube, but he just was. And of course, he's out at the community center doing his movement, which is a good thing. Let's see here. I'm going to get in shade in a second. I think Carrie's about to move out here. Well, I think I might can go around her before she does. Hey, Carrie. Move out of her way because our streets are narrow. And then I'm going to get in some shade and read my comments here. That's the only thing, being on the phone outside on a beautiful day like this, it is hard to read the comments. So, yeah, we're going to keep going. So glad to see Lola back in town. That's the other thing. We're all so transient. Like, some of us may leave for a few weeks and then we come back. Some of us may leave for a few months and then come back. Okay, butterfly. But this type of lifestyle gives you the opportunity. How you doing? Good, good. Huh? I'm sorry. Eh, it's a lot of bugs. Today was the best day because it's not as many bugs out. Yeah. You doing okay? Yeah. Okay. All right. I see ya. We're gonna walk over to the beach area, and bless its heart, we used to have a bunch of palm trees in this area, and they survived for a couple of years. But it looks like we only have one lonely palm tree left. So he's gonna put in some more tropical looking landscaping. And they call this the beach because this is on the concrete slabs and it looks like sand. So that's our one little, I can't see, our one little palm tree that's left. But it was a whole bunch of them and lined the streets. And like I said, they survived for a while. They survived for a long while. But yeah, I think after last year's really weird weather we had up here, it was like, oh, okay, he really is on the walker. Yeah. It was like, yeah, the trees are like, they gave up. Okay, I'm gonna go over here under the shade and talk to you guys for a minute and look at my chat. Yeah, yeah. Let's see what it's saying. Hi. Oh, I think that's the new couple moving in. They're in a moving truck. So let's see. Oh, Dennis just finished walking. No reason you can't do both. Okay. Yep, just finished walking. Not sure what you mean by tiny community. Oh, so Thomas, I live in a tiny community. I live in a tiny house community. Yeah, and Dennis did the treadmill. He said he's not quite ready for the elliptical yet, but that's okay. Dennis, I don't think I'll ever be ready for the elliptical. Most people say, will tell you, oh, it's easy on your knees. It's not for me. Just like a lot of people will tell me, oh, water aerobics is impactful but easy on your joints. It never has been for me. That actually hurts my knees more than just being on concrete. Again, I guess I'm just that quirky bird. But yeah, I don't think I'll ever be ready for the elliptical. It just doesn't work for me. So yeah, Dennis is explaining, Thomas, where we live. That's how I met Dennis, here in Tiny Town. Thomas, a community of tiny homes, usually less than 399 square feet in size. Good description. I know you live in an apartment, Thomas. I was just saying I can see you living this type of lifestyle too. Um, it's affordable. I just know some of the things that you have mentioned as far as affordability. And a lot of people go tiny because of affordability. To number one, make a smaller footprint. I think you have a roommate. You would live pretty much in the same square footage that you do in your apartment. Trust me. You would have your space to yourself. You can choose to socialize and be with your neighbors or not. Um, a lot of people have literally sold their homes and used the equity from it and just purchased their tiny home, and that way they don't have that bill. As far as utilities, maybe $50 a month for everything. I'm excited because the part I'm going to be in the newest part of the subdivision, and that's what I'm waiting for. And it's across the street. You're going to see a car pass in a minute. But yeah, I thought I had my camera up enough. But anyway, it's going to be over that direction, and that side actually has gas, which is so perfect because I love cooking with gas. I love cooking on a gas stove, so I'm excited about that. But yeah, the utilities are just cheaper, uh, going smaller, being more intentional, living like I can be in my car and go somewhere just like this weekend, um, and not have to worry about my property per se. Like I said, people can landscape and do all the things out here to make it pretty, but you're not having to worry about putting your money into roofing. You're not having to worry about putting your money into a lot of the home maintenance that you would normally have in a bigger home. Yes, you do have some maintenance, so don't get me wrong on that, but it's not the same. Am I looking at a Mandy? I think I am. I'm going to have to be nosy if no one is in that one. Anyway, that's one of the models that I kind of helped design. Anyway, let's see. Let's get back to the chat. Oh, okay, yeah. Something for you to think about. Yeah. How much are they usually? So, Thomas, they range from here, they range from 25,000 on up to 150,000. I think that's the highest one here. Of course, the 25,000 one is the smallest. The 25,000 one, though, um, is unique because it's connectable. And what I mean by connectable, like if you can only afford the $25,000 one, you can have that one done, be living in it. Hey. And if you want more space, you can add to it. They have a thing called add a box. I'm going to go over here near the sale office and you'll see. Because, well, actually, I can just do like this. That gray one, I don't know if you can see it. Hmm. I don't know how well you can see it. That's behind me. It's an add a box. They connected two boxes together. So for 50 grand, and sometimes they run special. Sometimes they drop it down to like 15 to 18,000. So I'll say for 50 grand or less, you can have a nice space. You can have almost 300 square feet. And yes, I can email you some information about that. Definitely. And what we're finding, Thomas, is there are a lot of tiny communities popping up now. A few municipalities don't like them because of the way the tax structure is. But up here, I believe you still pay. The deal was for him to have all the tinies that we still have to pay a portion of the property tax. We lease the land, so that gives us some economic breaks. But yeah, it's it's an interesting concept. It's a very affordable concept. I went down the tiny house rabbit hole during the pandemic, and this is part of why my terrific life is my terrific life because I have done that. Y'all, this breeze under this tree, amazing, amazing. Let's see. Let's see. Dennis said, "Oh, he's telling you about the property that we have here, from 18,000 to 165. Okay, yeah, the highest one's 165. Where others range from 40,000 up to 200,000. So yeah, hey, how you doing? Good. So yeah, he's the most affordable, and you can have somewhere to put it, which is always the struggle. And you can also get them certified as an RV, so you can move it to an RV park. And you can also get it certified as a modular home, so you can put it on a piece of foundation if you have property. But it's a lot of flexibility. Just look into it. Just put in tiny homes on YouTube, and you will be bombarded with a whole bunch of information, Thomas. But yeah, I just thought about you because um, I know some of the struggles you have mentioned on your channel, and yeah, this might help with that. This might help with that. Does someone live in this one? I can't tell. Because if you live in it, I'm not going to snoop. But this may be a model, and they just put it here. Oh, okay. That's the mini ace. Okay, I had not seen the mini ace. Cute. The mini ace is that one is 300 and something square feet for about 40 something thousand. So that one's pretty reasonable too. Um, Sorry, I heard buzzing, and if I hear buzzing in my ear, it reminds me of bugs and it freaks me out. But it was actually a saw. Somebody's working on some things. But yeah, your girl flinched. That buzzing, for some reason, messes with the fluids in my ear. I love this little house too because the way they did their underskirting, they made it brick like a little cottage. Oh, this is a new one back here. So, a lot of people that have been on this property have been waiting for the phase one of the new area. So, a lot of places have been relocated over across the street because that part of that phase is done. I'm waiting on the second phase. So, yeah, it's all good in the hood because I get to live here. I get to know my future real neighbors, and yeah, I get to still be a part of the community while I wait, and I love that part. I love that part. So I found out I'm not the only. Oh, that's pretty. Only lady in waiting. Oh, that's that copper roof. She just had that put on. Oh, that looks so good. I want a copper roof. Like I said, I either want a copper one or a brown one for two different reasons. Yeah, I think once I get back in town, I'm going to start working on my storyboard. That way, when it's time for me to pick out more details, I can just go, boom, here it is. I like to have things thought out and thought through. So, yeah, I forgot to check to see how long I've been on here. So, let me see if we have anybody else in the chat real quick. Could you build a front porch? Oh yeah, did you see Dennis's house when I walked back that direction? He has a gorgeous deck, a gorgeous one. And the one I used to live across from him, she just put a deck out. But yeah, I have a barbecue. I have a smoker. In fact, where I moved to, the tiny that I'm in now, I just have to put my smoker together. Maybe I'll have time to do it before I leave because I have been missing using my smoker. So yes, Thomas, you can build a deck. You can build a patio. You can have a fire pit. You can be as creative as your pocketbook will allow you to be. So even now, even though I'm renting one, I'm just looking around at some of them. I've gotten ideas. I think I'm gonna get some astroturf to put down back where I am in a little spot. I think I'm going to get one of those tents that have the sides so I can keep the bugs away. Because again, I'm in the forest and there's a lot of bugs back there. When the weather's cool like this, they kind of maintain themselves. But I also want to keep it from when it gets really cold and windy. Um, the walls will protect me. I want to get my fire pit out of storage and put my fire pit in the middle of it and be able to just sit outside and enjoy and put flowers around it in pots. Again, I have to make sure that I make everything kind of temporary, and I'm trying to make sure that I'm only getting things that I can take with me to my new place. Um, but yeah, you can do all the things. You can do all the things in a tiny community, at least here. Now, some tiny communities, that's just here. Some tiny communities actually, here, I'm trying to make sure I've gotten everything. Okay, yeah, you asked the question, are they in New Jersey? It depends. I know there's some in Pennsylvania, but I'm not as familiar. Most of them are West Coast and South. Texas has a lot of communities. North Carolina has a lot because I was almost about to move to North Carolina. Um, has a lot of communities, tiny communities there. Again, you would just have to research it. Um, I've not heard of any in New Jersey, but it doesn't mean that it's not one. If you check your municipality and if you have friends that have a little bit of land, if you have it certified as an ADU, you can put it in their backyard and then just give them lot rent, which I'm sure is a lot cheaper than what you're paying for apartment rent. Well, if you're splitting it, it wouldn't be. It would probably be about the same amount. Um, so yeah, yeah, look into it. You have to just check out your municipality, and each one is different. So hey, yeah, each one is different. So you just have to check out what they offer. Okay, but I can send some information and we can talk about it some more. But I do like this community. It is very conducive to my needs. Like I said here, I can be as private as I want to be, or I can be as social as I want to be. I have found that I have a lot of people similar. to me, as far as the way they eat, the way they live, and things like that. So, yeah, let's see. He said, yeah, I only have my sister, so I'm not ready to move that far from her, but I will look into it. Yeah. And like I said, they might have some in your municipalities are not that far from it. I don't know your sister's situation, but it could be something where if you could, you two can find a piece of property and put one next to each other. Let's see here. It's always good to have things under my hat. True, true. Things under your hat more than your hair, right? Or no hair, or some hair, or yeah. I'm not gonna walk over to the prairie. I think I'm gonna walk back to the forest. The prairie is pretty open too, so there's one more subdivision off to my left now, and it's cute too. They have really nice sized lots as well, but not as many trees. So the forest was the coveted forest, and for the longest, I thought that's where I wanted to be because of the beautiful trees. But now that I've been back there, I don't like how it's messing up my car. I'm having to have my car washed a couple of times a week because all the sap, and then in the summertime, all the bugs. And I don't mind bugs, but not as many as yeah, they are the new couple. Okay. They're backing in their moving truck right now. I think they're from your area, Thomas. I think New Jersey. I don't know a lot about them. I just heard one of my other neighbors, she's from Jersey. So maybe there's not a community up there, or maybe it's not one that's conducive for them. Some of the other communities around, though, the country, they might have swimming pools, they may have laundry facilities. Now, most of these houses are set up where you can put your own washer and dryer or washer and dryer combo in your place. I don't have one. I don't have one in my place. So, with good timing, I can make it to my daughter's or my son's and wash my laundry, or I can go to the laundromat. But yeah, it hasn't been that much of an inconvenience. It hasn't. Now, in my new place, I will have my own, and I'm thinking I'm going to do a washer dryer combo, just an all in one. I think that would be very efficient for me because it's not like I wash a lot of things. I mean, I have my just everyday things that you wear. I have to make sure that's washed, but I learned this even when I was in the big house. Then the big house. Um, I always had a 30-day supply of underwear. So, yeah, that's how I roll. Hey, that was Robert. Uh, but yeah, that's tiny living, and that's my part of my trail. Now, the loop for the Mulligan Mile obviously is a mile. And when the weather is really, really nice, or if it's snowy, I have looped that thing a couple of times. And it's fun. And it's beautiful back there. But like I said, what I noticed last time I went back there, the trees have overgrown so much right now. And it was one of those extremely hot days where the bugs were bugging. And they were bugging me out. So I didn't want to go back there. But you don't have to even make the loop if you don't want to. There's so much you can see and do and walk around just in the other areas, just to get outside, just to move. Like I said, the rest of my movement today is going to be um, I got my dance class, but I also have some things. I want to put up some pictures in my house. I'm going to cook me something to eat. I've got some pork belly, a little bit of steak, sirloin, some beef fat. What else do I want with that? Hamburger. I might go ahead and fix the hamburger. I like to try to cook up everything that I want, even if I don't eat it all in one sitting. Cook it up, and that way, if I get hungry a little bit later, I can have it. Just like before I go to dance, I can have it. And that way, if I see the Puerto Rican food truck there, I'm not craving something that I don't need. Although they have, hey, how are you? Even though they have another new person, I haven't seen her before. Cool, and she has a camper van. But the other thing I like, oh, I'm gonna have to go meet her. Uh, what was I saying? Oh, but the Puerto Rican food truck has chicken on a stick. Oh man, I don't know what they marinated in, but it is so good, so good. But again, I've got food at the house that I need to eat up because I'm going out of town this weekend. So I try to eat up most of the things because I never know which day I'm coming back for sure. And I don't want to have ruined food. So, yeah, I'm going to have to go back and meet her. She looks like somebody cool that I want to meet. Really, she has like a camper van, the van I've been wanting. And she's in a tiny. Yeah, I might have to go back and meet her, but I'm going to eat first. All this walking and talking has made me hungry and thirsty. So I want to eat first. I hope you all have enjoyed all of my lives. I have definitely enjoyed all of our conversations. I am, again, thinking of different formats. I would love to start interviewing and chatting with people. So Thomas and Dennis, if you'll do it. I have some friends that are a little camera shy, but I would love to do a live with you for September. Um, yeah, I'm figuring out which days work the best for me. And am I all the way in the sun? Let's go inside for a second. Oh yeah, these are my pots, my clay pots. That's going to be full of flowers soon. I've got to sweep off my stairs. There's my bicycle that I still got to get the tires done. Here's my smoker, Thomas. And I usually put it on that table. I got to clean it out now. And it's the weather's getting conducive enough for me to work outside. If it stays like this, I can work outside. But yeah, I actually may turn the air back on. It's actually gotten a little warm, but I'm sure I'll turn it off before I leave for dance. Because, like I said, I have my little window fan in here, and I think I'm going to stand in front of it now to cool off a little bit. Now I can see more of the chat. Yes, Dennis is correct. It is very important to check local, county, and state zoning laws. Exactly right. Exactly right. So, Thomas, we are a plethora of information for tiny living. So yeah, just check it out. And Thomas, when you get a chance, check out one of my Tiny Talk Tuesdays. I actually showed the tiny that I'm living in right now. I'm not going to show it now because I didn't make up my bed. I've got stuff around because I just got back in town last night. So I'm not showing it to you right now. Yeah, check out that video when you get a chance. And you can see this is one of the smaller ones. I'm learning I can even live smaller than I thought I could. Um, Yeah, that's part of that mindset shift. But with that being said, again, I appreciate you guys always tuning in for me. Again, if you're wanting to be interviewed or we have like a little discussion on the channel, I want to change up to talk to more people, um, do a few lives. I should have my internet back back by then, my own internet, not just the community one. I want to. I don't know. I am really tweaking what I found enjoyable doing these lives. This month of August, which flew by so fast, it's given me a lot of things to think about. The last couple of days, I haven't had much bandwidth to think things through because, again, I had personal things I was dealing with. But I do know that I want to consistently do lives more than videos. I want to set it up to where if I have my videos, it's mostly on my IG page. I am looking at other YouTuber friends that have more than one type of YouTube channel. Like for instance, I look at Chris Cooking Nashville, and he has several, and he's about to start a new one, and it talks about the different aspects. Here, I was trying to show all of the aspects on one, and just have different days for that. So I don't know. I might. I'm trying to make sure I can manage the one channel. And I'd rather it be more of a lifestyle channel where I can come on here and talk about any of my things, right? But yeah, it's a lot to think about how I want my channel to be. I do know, like I stated when I started, I don't want it to be all carnivore. I want it to be the results of eating carnivore. I want it to be, I want people to see past the food. I want them to understand that there's a whole life out there because I'm eating the proper human diet. And with the proper human diet being eaten, it has cleared my brain fog. It hadn't helped me on my words, but it has cleared my brain fog. It has given me the energy to move about, to do more traveling, to just think outside of the box and enjoy my terrific life. And that's some of the things I thought about. Again, cigars help me sit down and really think. I do have a terrific life, y'all. No matter what things happen in my life that, you know, can be bothersome, or people who can be bothersome, because it's usually the people, not the things. Oh my gosh, that's good. Ice cold water. So, you know, I even sat down and thought more about the type of person I am. I have realized that, I don't know, I'm not a lady or a gal that just likes girl groups. I've discovered that. I've tried so many times to be in an all female group, and it's just not part of me. I actually like talking to you guys more than I like talking to some women. If that makes sense. It probably doesn't, but it's true. I yeah, I don't like the cattiness. I've discovered that it's okay to have just a little intimate group of people that you connect with, whether male or female. I have found that it's okay to be multifaceted and like things that maybe other people don't like, because you will eventually find your tribe. I have found that going live on YouTube is way easier than trying to edit. So yeah, like I said, I may still take y'all with me on my trip. I may just pop in, but it won't be for anything specific. Just to share some things. So look for some notifications if I do it. I just didn't want to be held to that. So yeah. Oh, the last thing I learned is I can run things for me the way I want to. Because it's my channel. It's mine, 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 mine. Okay, let me get back in the chat real quick. And then we will head out. So you said no problem. I looked it up and it doesn't look like they have them in my area, but perhaps someday. Yeah. Because Thomas, when I say this lifestyle is growing quickly, so you might not find a community, like I said, but if you can find a friend that has a farm, a lot of people have done that. And you can just be put on their farm. And, you know, if your sister wants to go tiny too, she can be put on that farm. Excuse me. And you can just give them lot rent. So Dennis says, walking was tough to get today. It felt good to do it though. Yeah, well, Dennis, I'm sure it is tougher for you to do it now. And Dennis had a procedure done recently, so he's healing. But the fact that you did it, and as long as you modify and listen to your body, you'll get it back. Anytime that we go through something like what you went through, you got to build your stamina back up, bruh. That's a private joke between Dennis and I, bruh. But anyway, yeah. But that's good that you did it, and you know you'll get acclimated to it again. Let's see what Thomas says here. I'm going to try to do lives from my phone, which I tested last night, but I can't figure out how to allow others to share it to their channels. Ooh, good question, Thomas. I've not tried that. Wait, other people have shared, and I've had to be on my phone before, I think, or at least my iPad. Give me a minute. I think there is some way. And you know, you can always look on YouTube and put that question in, right? How to share lives from my phone. You know, YouTube is our life. YouTube University is amazing. It's better than any college campus. I would love to go on your channel, but it would be from my phone. Yeah, yeah, that's fine. Like I said, it may be from my phone too, depending. Let's see here. You should go on with Mitch, Old Guy Carnivore. He has a round table on Sundays. Oh, I've seen it, but I've not seen that when he does that one, but I've seen it in his like when he throws out a media thing. He smokes cigars. You could probably have something to talk. Oh, I know, because I mentioned to him, because I usually can pop on his channel on Mondays. Monday's my YouTube day where I start with Mitch, then I go to Joe and Rachel, then I go to Chris, and then I you know, of course, uh, I was coming on after that. And then I think you would pop on sometimes on Mondays too, right? So that was my lineup. But yeah, I'll do that. I would love to sit down, smoke a cigar with Papa. I want to call him Papa Carnivore. That's another person. Old Guy Carnivore, Mitch. He's funny. He's very interesting to me. Let's see here. I just want to make sure, because I don't want it to be like the other day when I did not. That's the only thing about the phones. I keep getting all these notifications and they're distracting. Okay. No, my sister won't get anything less than 4 bedrooms. Oh, okay. I used to be that girl too. When I say she has money, I mean she has money. I get it. But you know, the thing, and it's everyone's different. Like we've been talking lately about, and I guess I got to get my ticket to play, because you can't win if you don't play the lottery. So my family and I, we've been talking about the different things we would do if we won. And I would still live tiny. I just don't want the hassle of a house anymore. Not that big of a house. I just want my space. Like I feel really cozy here. I just want to be able to build out. Now I would have a nice deck and fire pit and cooking area. I'm all the things outside. My outside would be gorgeous if I had that $1 million. But I would still be tiny. I refuse to now live in space that I don't actually live in. Yes, have a little extra space. The one I want would have a little extra space for the grands and the kids when they come visit. Just a little space. But I'm not living like that anymore. But that's just me. Right now, I do free versions, so I think I would have to go to basic. Yeah, I'm on free StreamYard too. So I don't know. Everyone that I've been able to pop on with, they paid for it. And Thomas, maybe we can chat a little bit later. I know some people share, and that way no one has to put up the big, how much is it? $300 a year to do Yard Stream or StreamYard. Maybe we can find some other new YouTubers and we can all split the cost. That might be a thought. They're going for 10 days to Paris in November to take my niece to college. Oh, yeah, that's the one that has the niece. Yeah. I mean, I spent a whole month in Europe and I'm not rich. But you can figure out to do what you really want to do when you want to do it. I have learned that. So that's why it's my terrific lifestyle. It's like a gentleman that I was smoking a cigar with the other day. He said, he was asking me questions about myself, and how you meet when new people, you ask each other stuff. And he said something about a boat. I said, "Oh yeah, I love a boat." I said, "I used to have a boat, but now I just have friends with boats." He said, "That's the best way to do it." Because I was actually in the private club of the cigar shop because I have a friend who has a membership in the private club of the cigar shop. So that's why I got to hang out with the folks in the back. And he said, that's the best way to live. Have friends that own the boat and you don't have to worry about it. Have friends who have the private memberships and you don't have to worry about doing it. Have the friends that live in other countries, just like I'm going to Mexico next month. I have a friend that moved there and loved it and staying there. She said, come on, come visit. You get to visit your friends in Mexico or wherever they move to. That's how I budget travel. So I use Invux. Oh, okay. I'm not familiar with that one, Thomas. Not familiar. But anyway, it's a little bit past time, and my tummy is saying I'm hungry. My coffee's sitting over here saying, drink me, drink me. I have a coffee warmer. Here's my coffee warmer. I'm stirring it up. So it kept it warm while I was out. Mm. Oh my gosh, it's so good. So good. So good. So, mm, so good. My fatted coffee. Um, so I am going to go fix my pork belly, the rest of that sirloin, and some ground beef for later. And I will chat with you guys later. Again, thank you, thank you, thank you for all the support to my channel this month. I appreciate you guys. I will see you again, if not this weekend for a few minutes. I will see you again in September, and I will announce how I've decided my new format will be. But again, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. For real, for real. And I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good Wednesday. Remember, keep moving.